Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. We're at it again. Welcome back to the Quarantine Concert Series. I'm your host, Kabir Segal. Great to be coming to you. This is show number 86 in 60-something consecutive days. We actually lost count, but we are binge hosting shows, as you know, live from my parents' place in Atlanta, Georgia. My mom and dad are upstairs, but I think they're secretly watching. So again, hi, Mom. Thanks for dinner. It was great tonight. We had Italian food. Very, very nice. And my mom is getting kind of nostalgic with us ending the show because, our house has a rhythm to it. We have to sort of end dinner at a certain time to make sure sound check, which is at 8:30. So there's a rhythm to this, putting this together. And we are getting nostalgic that this will soon be behind us. A lot of people are asking, what are we going to do next? Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do next. I'm wearing my Hawaiian shirt because we're going to Hawaii. Check this out. We're gonna go fishing. Camilo, Sandra, and I have rented a boat. This is the boat. It's a yellow boat. It's a banana boat as we call it. And we'll be going fishing. That's me fishing, of course, on the one day after we're retiring the show. And that's Camilo, who's telling me how to fish and exactly how to position the rod so that we have a maximum yield so we can feed everyone. And no, we're catch and release here. We're vegetarians, right? So then we have Sandra with Oreo, and they're driving the ship because she's telling us where to go. Sandra's really the grand jefa of this operation. We all know that. And then that's Maui, their dog. And that's the direction we'll all be going. So in honor of our going fishing, I'm wearing, and because all of you last night saw me in a suit, now you guys voted to put me into a Hawaiian t-shirt. So here it is. I reached far into my wardrobe and got a Hawaiian t-shirt for you. So aloha and waikiki. I don't really speak Hawaiian, but all right. So by now this is the concert series, quarantine concert series. All the gigs have really gone away, and living through this time of pandemic, it's difficult for creative professionals because gigs have been canceled into 2021. There are places that are opening up right here in Atlanta. This is not Atlanta, this is the Riviera, but right here in Atlanta, places are slowly opening up, but I think it's going to be a while before gigs come back. And so there's a lot of people in the creative space, who are having a difficult time, and we have to be there for creative professionals as much as we can. I wrote an op-ed about this recently in MarketWatch. Let's put that up on the screen. It's called Become a Patron of the Arts to Help the U.S. Economy Get Back in Tune. So the U.S. economy, about 5% of the U.S. economy comes from the creative economy. And that includes TV shows and movies and independent artists are part of this 5%. One of the biggest and most important sectors in our economy. And so if you want to help an artist, there's multiple ways to do it. You can host a show. You can, take a private lesson online. Go to the website Patreon and become a patron of the artist, right, that you really enjoy and really support. Stream the music, buy the merchandise, buy the sock, buy the hat, buy the fanny pack, buy the camisa, buy the Hawaiian shirt. Whatever you can do to support the artist, because we have to be there for folks. And as we sunset the show, I hope that you make a real point, if you can, to support artists if you can. I would also like to thank the folks at All About Jazz. They simulcast a lot of these concerts, so we're live on All About Jazz, and I want to thank their audience for tuning in regularly to watch these shows. They're one of the largest jazz websites in the world. Started in 1995, their 25th anniversary. So if you're an artist, go make an artist page there. If you're a patron and have the means, go check out the website to make a contribution if you can. I've also started this quarantine film series. So I finished making my first movie, and we were really excited to hit the film festival circuit. And we had our new suits and our new T-shirts and our new sneakers. They all got canceled. South by Southwest was canceled. Tribeca was canceled. So this is an effort to have conversations with filmmakers who had movies accepted into these festivals. South by Southwest, the Tribeca Film Festival. For example, Sammy Khan. He's an Academy Award nominee, and his last movie was nominated, obviously, for an Oscar. He has a new movie called The Last Out. The Last Out is about a Cuban baseball team, baseball players, and trying to make it in the major leagues. So it's a kind of a coming to America story. They don't. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's and I haven't seen it actually. But these are the movies that you'll be seeing on your Netflix and Hulu and HBO in the coming weeks and months ahead. So we do these in the morning around 10:30 or 11 a.m. Eastern, and so interesting, frank conversation with filmmakers on the craft of making these movies. It is tough to make a movie. You have to raise a lot of money, and without the film festivals, it's hard to find the sales agent. It's hard to find the distributor. It's a hump. So we keep moving. So we always do one music word of the day, one music word of the day, and there will be a pop quiz. So if you can tell me what the music word of the day is, at the end of the broadcast, you will get a prize. What is the prize? A puppy presenting you a trophy. You know you want that puppy trophy. And so the word of the day is inspired by our artist. Her name starts with a T. There's your hint. So let's take a look at the music word of the day. Tabor, or tabor, a small drum that has a strap by which it is suspended from the performer's shoulders. Usually the tabor is played consecutively with the pipe by one performer. That shot is like from the 13th century. So a tabor is an instrument that goes a long way back. There will be no tabor playing on this particular show, at least I don't think. But that's the word of the day, tabor. The more you know. All right. Quote of the day, Maya Angelou. We started doing quotes of the day to get inspired, right? So you can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. It's a renewable resource. And after today's show, you will be super excited to use your creativity because the artist is that incredible, and she will be enveloping you with her good music and her vitality. So renewable resource creativity. Where can you find us? You can find us everywhere. Facebook. You can find us on the Twitter. You can find us on the very delicious Instagram cracker. Goes nice with a marshmallow. You can make a s'more out of it. Also on the LinkedIn. Over 30 million people have lost their jobs during this pandemic. Our heart goes out to you. If you're looking for a job right now and we're interrupting your job search, stay tuned. Stay with us. We're going to keep you motivated and inspired to go crush your job search. We're also on Periscope and YouTube. Here's my Periscope. Up Periscope. Up Periscope. Down Periscope. See? That's to all my friends in the Navy. They're cringing right now. Okay. We're also on Twitch. We be twitching. That's right. I don't even know what that means, but we're there. Okay, so Sandra and Camila, you got to get on Twitch. We're on Twitch. We really should get rid of the slide because we're booked up for the rest of the run. So, but if you really want to get on the show, put some pressure on Sandra and Camilo. Send them flowers or whatever you can, and we'll talk about it. So, with that, now for the best part of the show, my spiel aside, we get to meet the incredible artist. This artist I've known for a few years now. Power vocals, great composer, maestra, has such an emotional effect when she sings. She really inhabits every performance I've ever heard of her. And she is just a fascinating person, multidisciplinary person. She's a master of many crafts. She's an acclaimed singer, composer, based in the LA area. She performs a range of styles from samba to R&B to jazz. Can't wait for you to meet her. Many of you know who she is already, but if you're meeting her for the first time, prepare, fasten your seatbelt. Here we go. All right, seatbelts are on. All right, so welcome to the broadcast, the great TeCheetah Lopez.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
Good, nice to see you. Tell us where exactly you are broadcasting from this morning.
Actually, I'm here in my home in Quartz Hill. I don't know whether to look up here or look down there.
Look right here. Look right here at me, if you can. There you go. There you go.
Am I looking at you now? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. So, yeah, in Quartz Hill, California, for those that don't know where Quartz Hill, it's by Lancaster, on the outskirts of Lancaster, California. They have some really nice big properties over here, and it's in the desert, but it's just so beautiful out here. They call it the Beverly Hills of Lancaster. So
sounds
I'm
fancy.
enjoying it out here.
Well, you're in that area. I'm in Atlanta. We've got California and Georgia in the house. Everyone who's watching, please let us know where you're watching from. We want to let TeCheetah know everywhere that her music is connecting around the world. We want to show her some love, that she is being heard around the world. So tell us where you're watching from. Now, TeCheetah, tell us about how the quarantine has affected you. What did you have lined up that has since been canceled or been postponed?
Wow. Numerous gigs. I had one in Las Vegas. I had one actually in all up and down California, and then the biggest one was supposed to start in May 5th, and it was actually called a barbecue festival, and I was the only Latin act on that festival. It was like a 25 city tour throughout the United States, and going to each state, and it was a really big thing, that was going to happen, a really big production. And again, my first gig was supposed to be in Sacramento, and then after that, I was off to Arizona and then Texas, but it all got canceled.
Has anything been rebooked, or what's the current status of those gigs? Or because things are kind of slowly reopening, I feel. Have any of those things got put on back onto the cards?
Well, that's another thing, though, Kavit. Whether it gets rebooked, because there was a couple of them that said they're going to be rebooked in October. But I honestly, I'm going to be one of those people that are going to be looking out the window like Mrs. Kravitz. I don't even know who Mrs. Kravitz is, but on Bewitched, Mrs. Kravitz used to be by the window. Abner, Abner, look out the window. I'll be looking out the window at the people to see who's falling over like flies, because I'm just, you know what, babe? I've been in quarantine since March, and it's just it's a big process of just me just going outside and getting or whatever, because I have to take care of myself, because when the swine flu is going around, guess who caught it first? So I'm like, oh no, 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 no.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a little tiny bit of underlying issues, medical issues, that I'm like, I just like stay home. So I don't even know. I don't even know if I'm going to accept those gigs. I'm not even going to attend the Latin Grammys this year. If they're going to have them, I'm not going to go.
So some of the places that are tuning in are Kentucky, New Jersey, we have Texas in the house, we have New York City in the house. So where is the, Kentucky. We also have North Carolina in the house, Virginia, Thailand, a lot of places tuning in. Question, have you, well, first of all, on Bewitched, I love the show. I can never move my nose how she moved her nose. Like, can you do it? Yeah, it's pretty good.
No, I can't.
I can't do it either.
When I was a little girl, I was like that when I was a little girl, but that was about it.
I can do the elbows like this. Okay. Tell us about how do you structure your days? How do you structure your days in quarantine? Is there a routine? Do you go up and down those steps 10 times for exercise? Do you eat a certain diet? Because some people, you can go crazy if you're just, at home, staying in casa. So how do you get through your days?
Well, at first, it was like, wow, I could stay home and cook all the time now, It gives me a reason to make different types of foods, right? But then now it's like, do I gotta cook again? I hate to say it. Before, I used to like cooking and every now and then eat fast food. But now it's like, God, can I go order something out really quick? But then I get this thing about, but who touched it, So I get up in the morning, and the very first thing I do is I have my lemon water, my organic lemon water. I drink that through the whole day. And then I have to say it quiet, Alexa, turn on some Latin jazz, because she'll turn on right now. And then I start dancing around with my cat, Royal, right? He loves to dance. I'm like, dance, dance, dance. And he puts his little paws right here, and we'll start dancing, and we'll dance, and we'll dance, and we'll dance. So I dance around, and I wait till the water and the lemon gets in my body, because I'm a vegetarian. And then I come to my computer, because I have my new show called Hollywood in the Park talk show. There's not very many Latina talk show hosts, so I am the new Latina talk show host. So we're on episode. Actually, it just came out last night. So that's pretty much what I've been focusing my life on, is creating my own little empire here at my home. That's why I bought this house in Quartz Hill, to do my show. So I have my cooking show here, my Soul to Soul show here. I have the guest here, and I had pre-recorded a few episodes before all this happened. So that's what I do. I focus on the show.
Gotcha. Cool. Ruth in Scotland wants to know, What are you listening to right now? What music are you listening to? You said Latin jazz. So is there anyone in particular that you recommend that people should check out?
No, actually, I just again, I'm a product of the '60s, so I listen to '60s, '70s, '80s. Obviously, I love classic rock, and nobody would ever think that I love classic rock, but I do. So, but I do put Latin jazz on just to hear the ritmos of the stuff from the '60s and the '50s that give me ideas. I'm going to be going in the studio and doing a remake of a song that Bette Midler did called "In These Shoes." Not in These Shoes by Bette Midler. And there was another artist that came out with it. There was only two people that did it, and I'm going to do a remake on that. But I'm always trying to find different types of music and instruments, Latin beats, bongo, something that's funk, R&B, to infuse into that salsa, soul, infusion that I get. So that's why there's not a specific artist that I listen to, only because I like to listen to different things. Like, wow, I never heard that in that music. They actually, some people call me the music detective. So
Well, speaking about the music detective,
are you there?
I'm guilty for listening to your music on
Oh,
repeat.
I could.
I love your music. So tell me first, what would you like to sing for us first tonight? Can you hear
I'm
me?
sorry, you went out there for a minute.
I said, what
I can
song
hear
would
you
you
now.
like? What song would you like to perform first tonight?
Actually, the very first song I'm going to do is Suavecito with my live band.
All right, vamos.
Okay.
This song has been
Oops.
redone. Oh, that hurts inside. 'Cause it's a beautiful night.
La 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 la. Whoa, never. I never met a girl like you in my life. Oh yeah, yes. Never, no, no, no. I never met a girl like you in my life. Oh yes. The way that you hold me in the night, the way that you make things go right. Whenever you're in my arms, girl, you're filling me with all your charms. Suavecito, mi linda. Suavecito, the feeling that I have inside. Suavecito, mi linda. Suavecito, feelings, a feeling that I have inside for you, yeah. I remember the day I met you. You knew you're my dream come true. I'm fighting every day, gonna make you mine in every way. Suavecito, mi linda. Suavecito, the feeling that I have inside. Suavecito, mi linda. Suavecito, yeah. Sí. Eso. Everybody put your hands together for Bobby Loya. You, all I want is you. If I can't have you, I don't know what to do. Huh. La la la, la la la, la 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 la. Oh, never. I never met a boy like you in my life, my life, my life, my life, my life. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember the day I met you. You knew you're my dream come true. I'm finding it every day. Gonna make you mine in every way. Suavecito, mi linda, yeah, nah. Suavecito, the feeling that I have inside. Suavecito, mi linda, I feel it too. Suavecito, you know, girl, I love you. Ah, ooh, ooh. Ah, ah, ooh. La 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 la. Say. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So good. I feel it. Everyone show some love for TeCheetah Lopez. You have a big following, as you can hear, in Atlanta. So you know the drill, everyone at home. If you do the emoji, I will translate your emoji into real life. So Maxine, for example, clap, 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 heart, 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 clap, 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 clap. Very good, Maxine. You know the drill. David says she feels her lyrics. That is right. David also says great voice and diction. Shirley, a little Phyllis Hyman. Van Banerjee with some clap, peace, namaste, and love. Clap, peace, namaste, and love.
Okay.
And then Camilo's got Camila likes to pan his applause because he's an engineer. To the left,
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heart. Band
Oh,
Banerjee.
okay.
All right, there you go. There's a lot of love for you all around the world. So beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that incredible rendition. Now you see, I'm a fan of the great TeCheetah Lopez. She can just knock your socks off. We have a lot of questions coming in, and I'll just sort of relay them to you. Some questions about your album, Salsa Soul Fusion. People want to know. Billy wants to know. Tell me about this album. What's the idea behind this album? I've been listening to it today.
Well, the whole thing about the salsa soul fusion is what salsa, the word salsa really comes from. Salsa came back from the Fania All Stars. Matter of fact, they're the ones actually. If anybody's ever seen the movie El Cantante with Mark Anthony and Jennifer Lopez, and that's a really good example of how the word salsa came to view, because when they got together with the guys from the Fania All Stars, they were Mark Anthony or Hector Lavoe started talking to them in Spanish, and they're like, whoa, hey man, we don't speak Spanish. We're a bunch of New Yorkers here, and we were born and raised here, but we want that spice, that Cuban spice, that Puerto Rican spice in our music, and I know that you can bring that to us, And then they go, yeah, and we want to infuse it with Latin jazz and soul. And that's when they said, yeah, like a salsa, because what salsa is what we eat, right? You have tomate, cebolla, onion, chiles, and then all of a sudden you make a salsa, and it's all together. So that's pretty much where the actual word salsa came from. It was the infusion of Cuban music, Puerto Rican music, people Venezuela, Chile, Belize, and then you have the guys from the Chicanos and the New Yorkers, the people that were born here, the Latinos that were born and raised here, that were raised with what their fathers used to sing and mothers used to listen to, right? And then of course the Commodores, Morris Day and the Time, War, El Chicano, classic rock, right? James Brown, Prince, and they were raised listening to this music. So we as kids always like, we like our parents' music, but we like our music. So that's what salsa soul fusion is. It literally is salsa, soul, and the fusion together. Because when I go out there and I listen to bands and people goes, oh, let's go listen to salsa, I want to just scream and say, you're not really listening to salsa. Salsa would have actually blues and funk and jazz in there than just straight pure salsa, which they call what pure Cubans play or pure Puerto Ricanos play. It actually has a little bit more than that. It has more the jazzy.
Yeah. Band Banerjee has a question about your album cover. He says, is that the sun god in the center of the cover art?
Yeah, actually, matter of fact, the whole artwork actually has meaning to it. The whole album has meaning to it. Right before my aunt came down with an illness, and she had seizures. But to give her some type of therapy, I brought her over to the house, and I got a piece of board, and we cut up some tile that was outside the house, and we got some little rocks and stuff, and I literally put that plaster stuff all over the board. And between me and my aunt, we started creating this mosaic countertop, and that's what you're seeing is this mosaic countertop. And then the flower that's on there was an actual flower that I wore. It was given a gift to me from the wife of the band Tierra, and I put it on there, and I just created this album cover and I just made it my own. So like that, when I see it, I know I made it, just like salsa,
Exactly. Do we have the song list? I think we might have the song list of this record. There we go. Walk us through some of the songs that you have on there and sort of the recording process.
I gotta put my glasses back.
Oye Como Va, Summertime, Let's Stay Together, I Will Survive, Color My World, Black Magic Woman. Walk us through why you picked some of these songs.
Well, Oye Como Va, actually I didn't pick that song. It was my musical director. He picked Oye Como Va because he says that I reminded him of the late great Celia Cruz, and what she wanted to do, porque tengo ese sabor. So he said, you would be really good doing Oye Como Va. And I'm like, but there's no words in it. There's just, Oye Como Va mi ritmo, bueno pa gozar mulata. He goes, no. He goes, Celia Cruz actually did a version of that si tú no sabes bailar, si estás peleando con son, sígueme marcando el paso. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that existed. So I learned that song, and that got put on my album. And Summertime, I used to do the original Summertime. Summertime and the living is easy. And I love jazz, but I love singing it, but it was a little bit too slow for me. So I'm going to be actually singing that one next and showing you my version of Summertime. And
let's do it.
oh, okay.
Almost.
Cue it up.
Summertime's almost here with Memorial Day nigh upon us. So let's hear it. Camilo's checking it out. Bam Banerjee's checking it out. Olivia Garcia says you can feel her emotion when the singing.
Let me find it now. I lost it.
So much love, energy. It's really cool. We appreciate all the great artists who are able to. Every artist on the show has to be their own tech person. So it's kind of been intriguing to see how everyone handles the technology. It's oftentimes very difficult. We do a sound check about 90 minutes before every show with Camilo and Sandra. We run through it. And I got a question today. Someone was saying, do you mail the artist? There we go. There's our tech support. There's Oreo and Maui, our mascotas. And they're listening in right now in the studio in Queens, checking out the great music. So someone was asking me today, say, Kabir, do you send the artist like a microphone and stuff? I was like, no. Every artist has their own setup, and we have to sort of assess the situation for every artist, and we do it every single night. So everyone has you can imagine the questions from the artists coming in. So we appreciate you, TeCheetah, for being your own.
How about the anxiety?
I always joke with Sandra and Camila are also the musical therapist as well. So
I'm like, my mom and my mom and my husband said, why are you doing this? I go, because I want to. He goes, but you're nervous, you have anxiety. I go, I know, because I'm not used to doing this by myself. I'm used to having people doing it. I just go take my diva self up there and just start singing and giving a show. But now I have to be a tech, and I'm going to plug it in where, and I got to do what?
Yeah. But you've done a great job at it. And is it dialed up, ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Hey, hey, yeah, hey, hey. And the living is easy, yes, sir. Those fish are jumping, and that cotton is high, 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 high. Tu papi rico, yes, sir. Y tu madre muy bella, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hush, little baby, yes, don't you cry. Summertime. 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 One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up, sang, gang, gang. Now I'm gonna take you so high to the sky. But till that morning, yes, oh, nothing will harm you, you. Hush, little baby, yes, don't you cry. Summertime. 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 Échalo, sing, ha. fish are jumping, and that hotness, oh, tu papi rico, yes, y tu madre muy bella, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hush, little baby, yes, don't you cry. Summer, summer, summertime. Summer, summer, summertime. Summer, summer, summertime. Oh, summertime. Hey, 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 hey. I said summertime. Yeah, hey, hey, hey. I said summertime. Yeah, hey, hey, hey. I said summertime. Yeah, hee-haw, yeah. Hush, little baby. Said don't you cry.
We're big fans. Clap, clap, clap. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Maxine, clap, clap, clap. Heart, clap, clap, clap. Heart, clap, clap, clap. Camilo, ooh, 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 ooh. Clap, clap, clap. Ooh, ooh. That was beautiful. Now you see, everyone, why she is a force to be reckoned with. The great TeCheetah Lopez. Fantastic, fantastic artist. And she brings it. She brings it every single time. I want everyone to go check out TeCheetah's website. Let's get that up on the screen, TeCheetah.net. There it is. You can clutch it on the crawl right there.
Yep,
Everyone go there, please, and bookmark the page so you can get notified on all of her great music that she puts out. Also, please check her out on Spotify. Subscribe to her on Spotify, Apple Music, all the streaming services, because we want to support you as much as we can, and we've got to support TeCheetah on her incredible. She's putting out great singles recently, and one thing that really has the audience going after your performance. We asked the audience what we should award you. We like to give out prizes here on the broadcast, so you're getting a very rare honor. The audience has spoken, and you're getting a very rare honor. I think we've only given this like once or twice before. It's very infrequent we give this out. So we want to congratulate you. You can take this home, put it on your mantle. You are now the current recipient of the Kitten Trophy. Please give her the Kitten Trophy, everyone. There it is.
Oh, Mickey. Meow, meow.
TeCheetah is the kitten holder. You're welcome to make a speech if you like. We know you like cats, like Royal the cat, right? Olivia was saying
Yeah.
it was a choice between the panda and the kitten, and there was a fear. See, Olivia Garcia was like, it has to be a kitten, just like Royal her cat.
I love my cat. Like I said, I dance with my cat. We play around. We go up and down the stairs. Matter of fact, he races me up the stairs, and if I'm not fast enough, he waits for me. And I'm like, hey, that's no fair. Actually, there was a couple of times where I could hear him say, Mom, just go up the stairs on all your fours. It's easier. So I did. So I went all my fours and I said, oh my God, it's so much easier for me to distribute my weight this way.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. I want to just get a couple of First of all, I'm glad we got the cat. We matched the trophy with the artist right there. Matchy, just like our shirts. So a couple questions coming in from Jimmy. Jimmy John wants to ask you about Abrazame, your record, Abrazame. Tell us about that album and what was involved in putting that together. Maybe I didn't
Who's
pronounce it
that?
correctly.
Who's asking?
Jimmy's asking about Abrazame.
Oh, okay. Abrázame actually
Abrazame.
was. Did you say Jimmy Jam?
Jimmy, no, not Jimmy Jam. Jimmy
Oh,
Johnson.
okay. Okay. All right. All right. Because the reason I'm saying is because it's Jimmy Jam, then he knows who the person that did it. My producer on Abrázame is the great Jesse Johnson of Morris Day and the Time, who of course Jimmy Jam played with them, with all of them in Morris
Yeah.
Day and the Time, and. Oh wow! I was actually working with one of the Commodores, David Cochran. Matter of fact, David Cochran was a drummer for the Commodores. Him and Lionel Richie actually left the Commodores at the same time, and he became Lionel Richie's producer after that. And I met Jesse Johnson through through David Cochran. They had heard me sing, and Jesse says, you know, I want to get in. I want to get in a piece of that. You know, I would like to compose music for her, and do an album for her, a CD, and that's how that came. And then he actually, I'm really picky about what tracks I sing to. Only because I'm not the type of music, I'm not the type of songwriter that literally lyricist. I don't write down the lyrics and then later on put it to music. It's the other way around. Because in order for me to write a song, to me, when I write something, it's a poem, right? But as we all know, you can't turn a poem into a song because it has to be structured a certain way. So when I heard Jesse's music, I'm like, wow. I said, I can actually hear your feelings in that. So it was so easy for me to write because I actually wrote his feelings, which happened to be a little bit of mine. So that's how I write a lot of my music, and that's how Abrázame came to flourish.
Gotcha. And these are some of the songs on the record here. The title track right there, the preludes you have on there as well. What is Mi Vida about? Mi Vida. What are some of the lyrics in Mi Vida?
My life,
Yes.
pretty much exactly what it means. My life, um, um, I do whatever I want. I go wherever I want to go. I be with whoever. If I don't like the person I'm with, they can go out that door, you know, because I'd rather be happy. There's even a part in there where I say, not today. I got to get my hair done. Oh, no, not tomorrow. I got to take my cat to the vet, Chico. But Sunday, no. Sunday, not good either. See, my mother's coming to town and she don't like no one around.
Yeah,
And
I like
that's
that.
pretty much what I do in that song.
Gotcha. Let's talk real quickly about your the new singles you put out, some of the most recent projects. Tell us about your latest singles you've put out and what they're about, their titles. I want people to know about your fresh material as well.
Yeah. So I just did a song called River of Life, and I did a duet with a gentleman here locally. You know, I was trying to get him some exposure. And actually, I'm going back into the studio and redoing it because I wanted to make it more Latin infused, but that one was with the River of Life. And in there, you can actually see his face in the trees, and then there's my face in the tree also in the River of Life. And then at the end, as we know, it's death. We can't get away from that. It is what it is. So we have to embrace it in the River of Life. And then matter of fact, the River of Life actually is perfect for what we're going through right now. And it just talks about, you know, I lost my job, my kids don't listen to me, my man left me, what am I going to do? And just like tears, they create flows of stream of sadness, just like a river of life. It just flows down like tears, but at the end, it will all dry up, and then before you know it, the flowers will start to bloom from the water, just like life. Pain will eventually pass, and the happiness will come again. So regardless of what we're going in our lives, you know, we may think, like even now, people are getting depressed, and I'm like, why are you depressed? You know, and I just had this on my show, Hollywood in the Park. I'm not trying to get away from the what's going on now, I have to realize that us as citizens here in the United States, all we're being asked, Kabir, is to stay inside. But we have our cars, we have our phones, we have our children, we have our backyards. All we have to do is put a freaking mask on, and I have mine here, obviously, supporting my husband, who's a military contractor, retired military, and I go out there, I'm able to get my food, I'm able to take a drive, I'm able to listen to my freaking radio, I'm able to eat a donut, I'm able to eat, get us something to drink, I'm able to walk outside, nobody's going to stop me as long as I wear my mask, and this is how you should take life, regardless of what you're going through, whatever problems you have, just go take a walk and smell the flowers, for God's sake. Before you know it, it's going to be over.
Yeah. You got it. River of Life, well said. Not only an artist and a philosopher here. I know you have several books in your brain waiting to come out. I think we have time for one more number. What would you like to sing?
Let's do Sabor a mí.
Great.
Okay.
Sabor a mí. Great tune. Great tune. And one of the classics from the Quarantine Concert Series.
Oh, is it?
You're gonna give us the stellar rendition.
Tanto tiempo disfrutamos de este amor, nuestras almas acercaron tanto así que yo guardo tu sabor, como tú llevas también sabor a mí. Si negaras mi presencia en tu vivir, bastaría con abrazarte y comprender tanta vida yo te di como fuerzas inicial. Sabor a mí. No pretendo ser tu dueña, no soy nadie, yo no tengo validad de mi vida, doy lo bueno, soy tan pobre que otras cosas puedo dar. Pasarán más de 1000 años, muchos más, yo no sé si tengo amor, la eternidad, pero hay tal como aquí, en la boca llevarás sabor a mí. Eso, con sabor. No pretendo ser tu dueña, no soy nadie, yo no tengo validad de mi vida, doy lo bueno,
Soy tan pobre que otras cosas puedo dar. Pasarán más de 1000 años, muchos más. Yo no sé si tengo amor en realidad, pero hay tal como aquí. En la boca llevarás sabor a mí, sabor a mí. Yeah. Sabor, sabor a mí. Sabor, sabor a mí. Hey, échalo, sí. Eso. Sabor a mí. Sí. Sabor a mí. Así. Thank
There
you.
you have it, everyone. The great TeCheetah Lopez. Give it up, give it up.
Gracias, gracias, muchas gracias. Flowers. Oh, thank you. Oh, flowers. Funny. He's funny. Oh, they really like me out there, don't they?
I love you out here. That's for you. All right. That,
All right.
that was incredible. Flowers for you, the house plant for you. Got the
Yeah.
kitten trophy. Really incredible music. I want to, of course, thank you. First of all, before we let you go, everyone, Sandra's put her link up on the screen. If you enjoyed the performance tonight, and if you're watching live or on the rebroadcast, check out TeCheetah.net right there, TeCheetah.net. Try to catch it if you can. And also Spotify, iTunes. Check out her new show, and you can find that on her Facebook page, right?
Hollywood in the Park, yes.
Yeah, check it out on her Facebook page, and subscribe to that to get a lot of great things. She's putting out great music, great TV, film, content, all kinds of stuff. She's putting out this really good new singles. So become a fan. Don't just listen to the music.
Yeah,
Become a
matter of
fan.
fact, if you like and follow my new page on Facebook, Hollywood in the Park,
Yeah.
and you message and say Kabir's name that you heard me on this show, I will send you out a free CD up to 50
Whoa.
people. Yeah, 50 CDs. I have 50
Whoa.
of them to give away. So I will give you the
Boom.
whole Salsa Soul Fusion CD for the first 50 people that follow, like, and mention this show on Hollywood in the Park.
Got it. Sounds good. See that offer? That's called dynamic price, dynamic marketing right there. Very responsive marketing. Cool. Also, before we let you go, we want to say congratulations to the word of the day winner. We have a word of the day winner to Bam Banerjee. It is Tabor, like Sabor and me, Tabor. So congratulations to TeCheetah and I. We wish you congratulations to Bam Banerjee, the word of the day winner. So if you're keeping track at home, the puppy trophy, Bam Banerjee, the kitten trophy, TeCheetah. So, Ban, can you defend your crown tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern? We will find out. And with that, I want to say one more thanks to Sandra and Camila. Their website up on the screen. They're the sound crew that helps me do the show night after night. Soundworksrecording.com. If you're an artist out there that needs any sort of music services, reach out to them. They're very kind, clean, hygienic, polite, professional, and therapeutic. They smell so good too. They smell like pine needles and coconuts. So very, very kind people. And if you want to schedule some time, mention one of the two dogs or your Maui, you may get a discount as well. And with that, that's the show. Show 86 in the wraps. Onwards we go.
Thank you for inviting me on the show. I really had all that anxiety about the tech stuff. Like, it's kind of dumb now.
Yeah, it's done. So you did a fantastic job. You're going to see people are going to be watching this for the next few days in masses. So thanks for being a wonderful guest. And Bam Banerjee, we see you bowing down. Thank you. Let me tell you about tomorrow. We have a great show tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern. Actually, we have two shows tomorrow. It's the weekend again. So we have a 3 p.m. Eastern matinee edition with Carlos Cano Iscribab. He'll be broadcasting from Spain. And then Laura Bello from the New York area. So check it out for the swan song of our quarantine concert series. Everyone have a good